At the only Crimean Tatar school of its kind in Ukraine, education is an act of defiance. A place where they can speak their language, share their traditions, and stay rooted in their religion. An opportunity, they say, to shape and preserve their own identity. Non-violent resistance to what they consider cultural annihilation.
After the annexation of Crimea, national schools where education was conducted in the Crimean Tatar language were eliminated. Learning the language itself has been reduced to basic electives and clubs. Russia is not interested in promoting or preserving the language, let alone its history and identity.
Indigenous European Muslims from the Crimean Peninsula, Tatar people have a history of surviving ethnic cleansing and displacement. In 1944, Joseph Stalin branded them traitors and engineered their exile. Families torn apart and scattered across the vast expanse of the Soviet Union. Decades later, it happened again. Russian President Vladimir Putin annexed Crimea in 2014, and the Tatars we spoke to said they once again felt their voices were silenced and lives uprooted. In the years that followed, Russian authorities in Crimea announced plans to set up Tatar language schools for children and listed Crimean Tatar as one of the national languages. But Crimean Tatar living in Ukraine say the treatment of their people after annexation might have been an indication of what was to come in Ukraine. Today, they say preserving their rights is inseparable from the fight for human rights.
For us, there is a very important principle that a small indigenous community can be protected if international law is followed. That's why we want to live in a democratic, European, law-abiding Ukraine where collective human rights of the Crimean Tatar people can be protected.
A common hallmark of Islamic cultures is hospitality. For the Crimean Tatar people, sharing a table, serving a meal, is a show of great respect. Winning people's hearts by filling their stomachs. Ukrainians will tell you this is the best halal place in Kyiv. I was actually first introduced to it by a Jewish Ukrainian soldier, and he said it's his favorite restaurant. A celebration of Crimean Tatar culture, by its very nature, is a celebration of Ukrainian culture. Every meal, every tapestry, every storybook, a sanctuary, where a displaced people hold on to the essence of a homeland and to the hope of someday reclaiming a birthright, the right of return. Zain Basravi, Al Jazeera, Kyiv.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.